How about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Embiid with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Embiid can't hit.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Hard against Maxey. Out to Bridges. Towns outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bridges. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Philadelphia ball.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. You can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Drummond. George outside. Pass to Embiid. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Bridges down low. George defending. Towns down low. Drummond's there. Towns a screen on Maxey. Hart from long range. They get it back. Here's Anunoby. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Towns passes to Bridges. Back to Towns. Fires the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us and the U.S. men's national team.
And he makes all 3.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Towns a screen on George. Kicks it out Towns. Here's Robinson. Back to Towns for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
George against Anunoby. No luck on that one. Knicks trail by 3. Hard up top. He's scoreless. Pass to Towns. Bridges a screen on George. Shot's good by Towns.
That to me is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Nails it from 3. Embiid's got 8.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Towns a screen on Maxey. Bridges finds Hart. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Maxey. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Robinson, a screen on George. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And here's Bridges. High arcing shot. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just...
Joel Embiid. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Philadelphia. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Josh Hart. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And he gets that one.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Towns, a screen on George. Towns outside. Anunoby against Oubre. Rejected by George. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. 19-footer. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And Towns has got the ball here for New York. It's a three-point game. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Sixers ball.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
The Sixers lead by 3. Now here's Maxey. Pass to George. The kick out to Maxey. Fires from deep. He shoots again. The Knicks pull it in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Oubre against Hart. And a missed layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Outside Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns from outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Towns has got 10 points.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
George against Anunoby. George, no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Robinson, a screen on Oubre. Anunoby passes to Towns. Oubre against Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns. The three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Back to Embiid. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Shot from the wing.
I'll tell you, the skilled defensive effort right there. OG Anunoby contesting shots, exactly what you would hope for.
Robinson, a screen on Embiid. Pass to Robinson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. From downtown, fires in the triple. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. George with it. There's 53 seconds left in the first half.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Here's Bridges. Towns outside. Right side Harden. Bridges outside. Launches a 3. And the Knicks another 3.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. George against Anunoby. George's shot is good. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, very efficient. Paul George is a finisher in the painted area.
Bridges down low. Drummond defending. Outside Hart. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Knicks. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot run. They're measuring up that shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Edwards, and it's Bona in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Brunson. Check out Brunson going to work inside. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Left side, Edwards. Offline with a 3. New York has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Brunson with it. Deflected. Achua passes to Brunson. Jacks up a 3. And it's Bona with a rebound. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And stolen by Brunson. Going all the way to the rack. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Well, you can see in transition, it's DeLon Wright's speed that makes defenders nervous. This guy able to get in transition so quickly.
Pass to McCain. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Yabusele. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Edwards. From the arc. Philadelphia with another miss. New York leading by 3. Brunson passes to Tucker. Outside Achua. Brunson surveys. Knicks keep it alive. New York shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That free throw no good. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Pass to Edwards to win the cold spell. The Knicks pull it in. Now Wright, outside Brunson. There's a pick. Inside goes Brunson. And that one drops for him. Brunson's gotten 4 this quarter.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Pass to Edwards. Achua with a steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Tucker, the pass to Brunson. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Here's Grimes. It's Edwards on the wing. 1:27 left in the third. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here's Wright from the arc. And it's Bono with a rebound.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Outside Brunson. Outside Achua. There's the triple. Brunson misses. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
McCain. Achua with a rebound. New York leading by 4. Tucker, the pass to Wright. Outside Brunson. Back to Wright. Here's Tucker. Drains the triple. Tucker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play 1 or 2, but that passing ability is important at either position.
Pass to Brunson. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here's Edwards outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's New York ending the quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. George passes to Oubre. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
With Kelly Oubre, you know this guy's going to be in attack mode. Contact or no, this guy's going to be aggressive.
And he's good on the second. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Towns is screen on George. Kicks it out Towns. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Embiid misses. New York leading by 9. Here's Robinson. Out to Bridges. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Second chance effort. Outside Hart. Towns a screen on George. Hart passes to Towns. And another shot. That's good from Robinson on the assist from Towns. And the Knicks lead by 11.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
The 76ers shooting the ball at 43% from the field. George passes to Embiid. Shoots over Robinson. Perfection. Beautiful stroke.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper is showing his versatility.
George against Bridges. Robinson a screen on George. For three, Bridges. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Achua's checked in for New York. 76ers trail by 9. George outside. Takes a three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the foul called on Paul George.
Paul George.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Towns on a screen. Bridges passes to Towns. Back to Bridges. Left side Achua. This one for three. Counted from distance.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
George against Anunoby. And here's George. 6 to shoot. Over Anunoby. Philadelphia with another miss. New York leading by 12. Down low. Achua with the dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. George against Bridges. Kicks it out Towns. Launches it. And the Knicks, another three.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Towns a screen on George. Kicks it out Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Towns, no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
They grabbed their own miss. The shot by Drummond, no good. New York leading by 14.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Knicks.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Drops in the three.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George feels it out a bit. Looking to get back on track, and he lays it in. Fires from way outside. Off target with the shot. And so it's the Knicks. Taken care of. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Matchup we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Embiid. Pass to Drummond. Brown against Oubre. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Rebound Boston. Outside, Porzingis. Brown outside. And it's off from three-point range. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And taken away by Brown. And that one's good. Tatum.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Takes a three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Finishing despite the contact on him. Serious toughness from Maxey there.
Tatum with a screen on George. Basket counts. Holiday's got 5 now.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Embiid sets the pick for George. A three-pointer is right on target.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Pass to Porzingis from deep. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is George. 5 points in the game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brown finds White. Brown deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, George. This one for 3. Kept alive. Back to Embiid. Porzingis with the steal. Inside. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum with the screen on George. Holiday goes in. Off on the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Embiid. Still yet to score.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Porzingis. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, Porzingis showing you persistence there, just doing a nice job staying with it and finding a way to capitalize.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Now here's White after the miss from Joel Embiid. Holiday inside the line. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Taken away by Holiday. Embiid with the steal. And stolen by Tatum. Outside, White fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
And so it's Boston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
On the court for the Celtics. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5.
For his size, Embiid shouldn't be this good from range. I mean, that just speaks to his raw talent.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin,
Jason Tatum finishes with authority.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style, showing off his dunking ability right there.
Here's Embiid. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Embiid against Tatum. Embiid, no good.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
The shot by George, no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Boston on D. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. George looking over the floor. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Embiid from outside. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown against Drummond. From deep three-point land. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
I think one of Paul George's best shots is his pull-up jump shot. He's been destroying defenses for years with that mid-range pull-up.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's McCain. .146 left to play here in the half. And Boston with the rebound. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Brown. Outside, Holiday. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. The rebound by Yabusele.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Grimes. Light covering. Fires, high post. Shot by Grimes. No good. Boston leading by 13. Brown finds Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Here's McCain. Guarded by Holiday. McCain's shot is off. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. To the middle. And Edwards slams it in.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And here's Tatum for 3. Can't hit the putback. The 76ers trail by 13. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Outstanding work from Porzingis that time, creatively sending that one home.
Here's Grimes. Shoots over White. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics riding a fifth. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Edwards, and it's Bona in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Yabusele. Lays it up off the glass. Yabusele's got the first bucket of the third here for Philadelphia.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
And Horford wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Horford's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Grimes with the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Here's Cornette. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Floats one up. It's hauled in by Cornette. Celtics leading by 17. Here's Pritchard. They get the rebound. No good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Yabusele. Second shot opportunity. Here's Bona. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Yabusele. And the layup falls. Yabusele's got 4 points this quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Cornette. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's McCain. He has yet to score. Bona off target with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Picked by Horford. 6 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Pritchard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Shot by Grimes. No good. Boston leading by 17. Fires the 3. A shot by Pritchard. No good. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Edwards, good. 51 seconds left in the third. Pritchard passes to Cornette. No good on the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Edwards. Here's Bona. Here's Yabusele. And he makes that one. Yabusele's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Craig kicks to Horford. Pass to Cornette. Launches it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Grimes has got 4 rebounds in this game. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss. He got it up. The shot misses. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 2.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and art on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Embiid from outside. Rebound Boston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Maxey. Boston again missing. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 10-point game. Embiid knocks it home from distance.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to Cornette. Lets it go with a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. The deep 3 from George. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The 76ers trail by 7. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Maxey passes to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at them.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Back to George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Pass to Embiid from outside the arc. They get it back. Puts up a deep 3. Wow, Embiid from long range.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Here's White. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Celtics lead by 7. Embiid with the screen on Brown. Brown against George. Fades back. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics leading by 7. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Tatum using his size inside.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Outside, Maxey. And here's George for 3. And Drummond kicks to George. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. A putback, Porzingis on the foul. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Celtics.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressures down the stretch.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Holiday against Maxey. Now Holiday. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was... All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Boston's starting lineup. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Brown in at the 3. And for New York, we've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the shooting guard position. Well, this has all the makings of a great game, Grant. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, such a good-looking jumper. Nice high release. Tatum can do this all day.
Bridges against Holiday. Towns a screen on Holiday. Bridges kicks it out. Towns for 3, and he buries his first look.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Puts up a 3. White can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Towns a screen on Brown. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And so it's Boston with it. It's a 3-point game. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
And New York has possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. Towns for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
The pull-up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
And Holiday playing some unpredictable ball there. Remarkable at getting the defender into the air with that shot fake. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the basket by Bridges.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Brown against Anunoby. Porzingis for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
White finds Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
That shot wide open. Tatum's got 10.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
Towns a screen on Holiday. To the left side wing. Towns passes to Bridges. Towns on a screen. 5 on the clock. And rejected.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Just 2 to shoot. It's stolen by Tatum. There's the 3. Second chance shot. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 7. Towns, a screen on Holiday. Here's Bridges with the drive. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tatum against Anunoby. Goes up from the top of the key. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Towns on a screen. Anunoby on the take. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
And so it's Jason Tatum. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Josh Hart is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5. That's the group for New York starting the second.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Tatum against Anunoby. And it's Tatum missing.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Achiuwa. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Here's Hart. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Now here's Holiday. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Celtics lead by 5. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Tatum with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Up top, Bridges. He's covered by Holiday. Holiday against Bridges. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Tatum finds Holiday. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Bridges against Holiday. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The offensive rebound. Anunoby on the wing. Towns a screen on White. Anunoby for three. Knocks down the triple. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Bridges. He's got 7. Towns outside. Here's Achua. Out to Bridges. And stolen by Holiday. Pass to Tatum. From behind the arc. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Anunoby. Achua with a screen on Brown. Anunoby for 3. Second chance effort. Back to Hart. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out Towns. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
White on the wing. All sorts of time. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Holiday against Bridges. And he drives in. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And you see the confidence Bridges exudes. Just gets right at the rim.
Holiday against Bridges. Outside Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Towns finds Achua. Back to Towns. Bridges against Holiday. And it's Bridges with the jam.
What a stuff there. Bridges doing it with authority.
The Celtics with the lead. Brown with it. Pass to Porzingis. Now Tatum. Tatum on the drive. The layup off target.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front. They lead by a bucket. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
So the Celtics 5 right now. Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And here's Wright from the arc. Hauser grabs the board. Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Craig, no good.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Pass to Tucker for the lead. Gets the 3 ball to go. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's where Tucker likes to set up camp. He's in those short corners, and he knows what to do with it.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. The 3 ball. Pritchard gets it to go.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now here's Brunson. And a big finish finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
Robinson with a steal. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Celtics trail by 4. With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Now here's Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Craig. Pass to Accordi. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Tucker.
In the right position. That's just a smart defensive play from Al Horford.
Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Again, the miss by Boston.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Goes back up. Horford pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6. Craig with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Craig passes to Cornette. Back to Craig. Horford, a screen on Brunson. The 3 from Craig. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Brunson. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson.
Something about Brunson on the drive. He's just so fiery with the ball. Nothing's going to get in his way.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. 1:33 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. On the run out, Brunson finishes at the rim.
And Jalen Brunson doing it now in both ends.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Robinson, a screen on Craig. Brunson against Craig. Brunson passes to Robinson. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Robinson's got 6 points. Here's Pritchard. And it's New York with a rebound. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 17-5 run. Right, the open look. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Baseline try. Craig, no good. New York leading by 12. It's a one-on-one situation. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Not a secret that Brunson can turn it on offensively, so the defense can't give him that much cushion.
And the second free throw is good. Celtics trail by 13. Cornette sets a screen. Here's Pritchard. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's got 6 here in the quarter. Craig against Brunson. Screen by Robinson with 2 seconds left. Got a hand on it. And so it's New York ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Mikal Bridges is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Chua. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Got a line change here for Boston. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, so far the defense has not learned much from the lessons Mikal is teaching them.
Outside Tatum to the paint. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Anunoby against White. Towns a screen on White. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his third foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Tatum. Anunoby covering. Tatum drops the hammer.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Towns a screen on Holiday. Towns outside. Back to Bridges. The three. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Holiday up top. He's guarded by Bridges. Holiday passes to White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Chua with the dunk.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Bridges against Holiday. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
Holiday taking his time here. The kick to Tatum. Dives for it. Pass to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Chua with a rebound. Chua's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now Bridges. Towns a screen on White. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And the basket by Holiday.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Bridges with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Towns against Holiday. Pulls it. And the basket by Towns.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Outside Tatum. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Bridges against Holiday. Bridges passes to Chua. On target from range. Chua's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. The Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside, doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And this guy is made for these moments. Tatum, the big-time shot.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 41 seconds left in the game. Towns outside. For three, Bridges. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Fires away from way outside. It's off. So New York wins it. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brent.
the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's George in at the 2. Now here's Anunoby. Off target from the baseline. George with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Good on the triple. Bridges has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for New York.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Embiid against Towns. George with the screen on Bridges. Maxey, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here is Robinson. Now here's Anunoby. Left side, Towns. Shot clock at 3. 3-pointer. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Towns.
And such poise in pressure situations. Anunoby doesn't let it get to him. Fantastic at keeping his composure.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. And Embiid pulls it down.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now, here's Bridges. Takes the 3. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's George missing. The Knicks leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Here's Bridges after the Sixers pick up 2. Robinson a screen on George. Bridges passes to Robinson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
And George kicks to Embiid. 1:11 left in the first. Back to George. Top of the key. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here's Bridges. 6 points for him. Tries from 10. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Oubre. Back to George. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 6 points.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Embiid. A fadeaway. No good there. Here's Anunoby. And that one released in time, but no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nick. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Kelly Oubre. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's Maxey in at the 1. And the 76ers with possession.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Now, here's Anunoby. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Count that one. 7 points in the game. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 2. Maxey passes to George. Embiid with the screen on Anunoby. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 6. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Embiid with the screen on Bridges. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Puts up a 3. Embiid showing his range right there.
Well, this is a big part of Embiid's game. A very good three-point shooter.
Robinson, a screen on George. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Now Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Outside, George to the paint. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And it's sent back by Drummond. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Towns. No scoring in this one. Pass to Robinson. And Embiid pulls it down.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Hart. The kick out to Towns. Here's Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Tips it, and Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 8 points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Embiid. He's got 8. And Embiid going all out.
Wow, the process. Come on, I want to see that again.
Robinson finds Anunoby. Bridges, right side. Towns, a screen on George. And Anunoby, here we go. Hart. That's good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
George against Anunoby. Embiid wide open. The shot's good on the assist by George. Embiid's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia. Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup. Locked in on throwing it down.
Anunoby against George. Pass to Embiid. Oh, Embiid too tough inside.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's Hart on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Bridges with the steal. Here's Anunoby. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big-time shot from him there.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
29. The 76ers, 29.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got Jalen Brunson. Achua is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Akporti in at the center. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson with a clean look. Pass to Akporti. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Brunson. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Brunson outside. A 3-ball. And it's Bona with the rebound. The 76ers leading. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Out to Edwards. The 76ers again can't hit it. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Akporti. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Akporti's got his first basket. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
Here's McCain. Edwards with it. Brunson picks him up. Edwards' shot is good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And Wright kicks to Brunson. There's a screen by Achua. Muscling it in. Brunson.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson goes for the soft.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Brunson downhill. Achua with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Achua, no good. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's George. That one goes in. George has got 14 points for the game.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Bridges inside. There's a screen by Robinson. Hart the pass to Robinson. Here's Yabusele. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
So it's Philadelphia now. After OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer.
Mikal Bridges. Second personal foul.
Pass to Bona. There's the try. Rejected by Robinson. And he recovers it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Bona. 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes. And he's way off from outside. The Knicks leading by 4. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Pass to Robinson. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Edwards passes to Grimes. Off target from outside. The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks out front, leading by 4. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is out there with Oubre. Then it's George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. Hart, no good. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. 4-point game. And George with the stuff.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
The kick out to Towns. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Anunoby against Oubre. And Anunoby, here we go. On the wing, Bridges, defended by George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Oubre with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Embiid. Embiid throws it down.
The team just loves to see Embiid fired up on offense like this. They really rely on his scoring ability.
Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anunoby. Towns has got his first points of the night. Embiid with the screen on Anunoby. Bridges with the steal. Achua with it. Cranes the three-pointer. And it's a 5-point New York lead. And an important part of every team's game, the look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
New York leading by 5. On the wing, Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. A three-pointer, no good. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one, good.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Here's Anunoby. Paul George making his last shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Oubre against Anunoby. Got a piece of it and stolen by Drummond.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Maxey against Hart. Embiid with the screen on Hart. Bobbed up there for Embiid. It's not going to go for him.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now, here's Achua. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Towns kicks to Achua. Second chance effort, and Towns lays it in. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Now, here is George. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Embiid inside the line. Another miss by Philadelphia. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Really left alone that time. And it's a 9-point New York lead.
He saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by Hart.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And here is Anunoby. And so it's the Knicks with the win. Even. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks.
matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Andre Drummond is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Embiid, a screen on Brown. For three, George. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's George. He has 6. Drummond inside. Defended by Porzingis. Embiid can't hit. Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Maxey with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Maxey passes to Drummond. Here's Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. George for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Celtics have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Porzingis finds Tatum. Off target from 3-point range. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Embiid against Tatum. Up top, Embiid. Fades and shoots. Offensive board. Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Well, that's about as high percentage of look as Drummond's going to get. Nice job inside.
George against Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Plenty of space. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Boston leading by 4.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Now here's Embiid. To the middle. Here's Maxey. Kicks it to George. Outside Oubre. Brown with the block.
Great positioning and timing by Brown, using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
76ers trail by 6. Pulls it from the top of the key. George's shot is good. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
The 76ers shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. .58 seconds left in the first quarter here. It's hauled in by White.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Brown finds Porzingis. Back to Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Maxey, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
And Tatum, here we go. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Second team foul.
Here's George. And that's his fourth bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Three-pointer, Holiday drains the triple. Holiday's got 8. George, a deep 3. That one no good. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for Boston. Scoring. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Maxey out there with Paul George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul. Celtics on D. It's a 5-point game. Outside Maxey. White with the steal.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
There's Tatum with the 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Here's Holiday. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And Embiid with the block. Pass to George from outside the arc. Back to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Now here's George. From outside, off the mark.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Outside White. And again, Boston with the triple.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself, but now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Now here's George. 10 points for him. Into the lane. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Screen by Horford. Here's Hauser going inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Grimes. To halt the run. No good. A bit long that time. Boston leading by 13. Horford outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Fires the 3. And he can't get that one. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Pass to Grimes. Beyond the arc. Here's Bona. Yet to see a basket. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Grimes' shot is off. Boston's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. 76ers trail by 13. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to McCain. 6 to shoot. Knocks it down from distance. McCain's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Leaps for it, and they get it back. Back to Pritchard. Here's the 3. Hey, Horford from range.
Nice to have a big man you can count on to hit that shot. Makes the offense much more diverse.
From deep. McCain's shot is off. And here's Boston. They're on a 13-5 run. Craig passes to Cornette. Kept alive by Boston. Here's Pritchard. And that one's on target from the wing.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Grimes. Still no points. Yabusele. Here's Bona. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Pass to Hauser. Here's Cornette. And so it's the Boston Celtics in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're communicating. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum, please. They're picking up the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Luke Cornette. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Craig with a screen on Maxey. Here's Pritchard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Pritchard's got his second basket on the night. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Maxey attacking. And he banks in the layup.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed going downhill.
Here's Pritchard. Maxey covering to the inside. And Horford powers it home.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And here's George. 12 points for him. From deep three-point range. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Fires from deep. Kept alive. Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Off target with the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Horford with a steal. On on the break. The three from Craig. Ooh, poked away. 76ers trail by 14. And there's the lob. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Lets it fly. And it's Boston scoring again. The 76ers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. For 3, George. The Sixers again can't hit.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. George with it, picked up by Craig. Pass to Drummond. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
Now Horford from behind the arc. No good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
It's George on the wing. No good on the 3. Celtics lead by 17. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Again, the miss by Boston. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Drummond. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Drummond. Bowser grabs the board.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Pass to Horford. Let's go with a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Horford's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
George left side. The rebound, Celtics. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Pritchard. Maxey covering. Launches it from deep. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Al Horford making things happen for the Celtics, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Paul George. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Holiday finds Tatum. Three-pointer. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 19. It's stolen by Tatum. Holiday looking for an opening. Shoots. That won't go either for Tatum.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Embiid gets the bucket.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
Holiday against George. The three is up. And Drew Holiday hits from deep. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Embiid against Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. Boston pulls it in. Brown with it. The three is up. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, dominant drive there by Embiid. Crashing inside and throwing it down with authority.
And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to get him for hanging too long on the rim.
You just got a little carried away. It can be hard for a young player to keep his passion in check. He's got to try to tone it down a little.
Up top, Tatum. Embiid covers. Tatum inside. Embiid's there. And it's Tatum missing. 76ers trail by 19. Oubre passes to Embiid. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J. Embiid's got 7 points for the quarter. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The 76ers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Celtics lead by 16. Pass to Brown. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:41 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brown for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Borna's got 4 rebounds now. Oubre on the wing, defended by Brown. And the layup is good off the glass. Oubre's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Oubre with a steal. Now Embiid. 1:07 left to play in the fourth quarter. Takes one from 10 feet. That one off the back iron and out. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. 22 was their biggest lead.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Celtics.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jason Tatum.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Here's Bona. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. No good. Unable to win this run. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Achua. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Tatum against Anunoby. Up top, Tatum. Out to White. Brown deciding where to go with it. Screen by Porzingis. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
Holiday against Bridges. About a minute played so far here in the first. The kick out to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Towns a screen on White. Towns down low. Headed by Porzingis. And Towns gets it to go.
Well, under duress of the shot clock, Towns calm, delivers, beautifully done.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Now, Anunoby. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer and the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Bridges against Holiday. Bridges attacking. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Achua kicks to Bridges. There's a screen by Achua. Bridges attacking. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Holiday against Bridges. Brown sets a screen for Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. We're glad they're still together.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done. Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Now, here's Hart. After the miss from Derek White. Pass to Achua and taken away by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's White. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
Now, here's Bridges. 6 points for him. And stolen by Tatum. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. This one for three. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Brown.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Bridges. It's Hart on the wing. Towns a screen on Brown. Here's Anunoby. Can't hit from in close.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They're and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. ua is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the 2 guard. Now here's White. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Porzingis finds Brown. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Celtics. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
White up top, defended by Hart. The 3 from Tatum. Knicks with the rebound. Pass to Bridges. Towns a screen on White. Here's Bridges. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 5. Hart the pass to Towns. And the shot goes in. Towns has got 7 points.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Tatum. Dropping on the board.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Hart, that's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Holiday surveying the floor. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. To the inside, Tatum. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Now, here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Towns a screen on Tatum. Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Bridges. A rebound by the Celtics. Outside, White. Inside, stolen away. Fast break, here they come. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
Porzingis sets the pick for White. And White with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Brown. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Out left of the wing. Achua, the pass to Towns. Bridges for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Bridges has got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Knicks. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Horford. He's out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Superb touch on the teardrop. Jalen Brunson so good with the floater.
Here's Horford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Pritchard passes to Craig. Knocks down the 3-ball. Craig's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Nice. Brunson working inside.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Here's Pritchard. Scores after the quick crossover. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Hukporty.
Well, how about the defensive effort from Al Horford? Just playing so hard, making sure the shooter can't get a clean look.
Craig passes to Pritchard. A miss that time would have put him up. The game now all-time. Craig's got 5 points so far.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Brunson finds Robinson. Back to Brunson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. For the lead. Offensive rebound. Cornette can't get it to go. New York's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. The 3. Brunson, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
That one good for 2. He's got 8.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Pritchard passes to Cornette. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Here's Brunson. Oh, the speed from Brunson in transition.
If Jalen Brunson is out in transition, you know his first thought is, I'm going to score.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Three-pointer. Brunson with another miss. Celtics trail by 4. Beyond the arc. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On deep, Brunson. Brunson with another miss. Here's Craig. Finished off the break. Craig's got 7 points in the game.
Al Horford is so impressive as a passer. A big man who can dish it, so valuable.
Wright finds Brunson. There's a screen. To the left wing. There's the triple. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. For Boston, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. That shot wide open. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The kick out to Wright. Pass to Brunson. They need this. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Towns. Hart is out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Achua in at the 4. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So Bridges will go to the free throw line. That one is on Holiday. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's White from outside off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Anunoby, here we go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Hart, no good. Celtics shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. White, good.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Bridges. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Porzingis with the ball, now guarded by Towns. To the middle, here's White, and the rejection by Towns.
Love the hustle from Towns right there, boy, engaged defensively.
Stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Bridges shot, good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Holiday dishes to Brown. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Jason Tatum under duress of the shot clock. Big moment, no problem.
Bridges inside. He's against Porzingis. That puts them in the lead. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
And it's slammed in by Holiday. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bridges against Holiday. Bridges kicks to Towns. Back to Bridges. Pocket 6. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Brown outside. It's to Porzingis. On the wing, Brown. Covered by Achua. And then Brown with the dunk.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big time bucket.
Here's Bridges. It counts. And the foul. That one is on Holiday.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Yeah, Big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Into the lane, Tatum. No good, shot missing. Good D by Anunoby. New York trailing. Stolen by Holiday. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Towns. Porzingis with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Tatum with the finish and a beautiful break.
Unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
Holiday against Bridges. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
So it's the Celtics now. Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And here's Holiday. Porzingis passes to Tatum. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put on. Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.